Virgo. Oh yeah. You know what? This might have been the whole reason that I have to redo these readings because I really did short Virgo. I had the mid-May readings done from, well, actually I did all 12 signs. Aries, Taurus, and Gemini came out perfectly fine, but from Cancer all the way through Pisces was distorted audio. So I have to record all of the mid-month readings. Just bear in there with me. This shit gonna apply to you to the end of May, so don't worry. I ain't gonna tell you no information that don't apply to you. It don't matter what the time frame say. It's gonna apply to you because the message is coming from source. Also, I'm back in this thing, doing readings. I ain't got no lot to tell you, no bullshit to tell you. So, roll that beautiful bean footage. You send the Cash App as soon as you send it in the for space. $2 Press Queen. For that note, put in your number that I can text or an email address that I can send the reading link to. As soon as I receive your Cash App, I am going to either text or email that contact information that you left for me. And I'm going to give you the direct hotline, the tarot hotline. You call that hotline and leave your message. I have it on Do Not Disturb. That way I won't pick up. You will have to leave a voice message, but your voice is how I connect to you. And when your voice connects with me and I hear a situation, I'll do the reading and I will send you a private link to your reading, unlimited access forever. And you'll be able to review that reading and listen to that reading 2 months from now, 3 years from now, 20 years from now. As long as YouTube is up, I will send you a private YouTube link. You'll be able to access that reading. And yeah, that's how we get it to you. It's very simple. Very simple. Send your Cash App with your contact information as the note on the Cash App itself. I will text you just to let you know that I received it. I'm never going to leave you out here just wondering, well, did she get my money? Or I'm always going to confirm for you. And depending on what order that you are in, that's how soon you'll get your reading. It could be within 20 minutes. It could be within 2 hours. It could be within 5 hours. But it's probably not going to ever be more than 24 hours because, like I said, I actually do this. I'm not trying to work this around another job. This is what I do. So send that over. Send your contact information. I'm going to send you the tarot hotline. Leave your message, your question, your situation, or whatever in the voicemail. Make sure that you're contacting me from a number that I can readily identify, or readily identify yourself as what Cash App you send or what your Cash App name is, so I can know who you are. Otherwise, how would I know? People sending me Cash Apps, how I'm gonna know is you if you don't identify yourself? Put your contact information. And then when you leave your voicemail, just say what your Cash App name is somewhere in the voicemail, and I'll know which one is you. And I'll be able to go through, find your contact information, and shoot you back over your reading as soon as possible. Okay? All right. Welcome back. So that's how you get a reading. So yeah, Virgo, the first go around, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I was very rude in your reading. I need to have less of me, more of God in the reading. So we're gonna run this shit back from the top. But I still feel the same way. I read for cross watchers mostly because the sun signs usually don't really know enough about themselves to take responsibility for what the reading is telling them anyway. If all you know is your sun sign, you need to go get your birth chart. No reason why you should be in 2022 and don't know your birth chart. It's voluntary ignorance at this point. I don't care what you believe. Because if you believed it that strongly, would you be here? No. You wouldn't even be here if you believed it that strongly. So let's stop using that. No cap tarot. Let's get into it. All right, so Virgo. I'm gonna start with the runes for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some rocks. Put you on the rocks real quick. See what the runes got to say about the Virgos. If you are what you say you are you? Because I see me, but it's written backwards, like EM. Are you you? Are you acting like you? Are you doing you? Are you doing you, or are you reacting to what somebody else is doing and then trying to control what they got going on? Cross watcher, talk to them. Because the Virgo itself, you know they ain't never wrong in their eyes, honey. They ain't never wrong. It's never them. Cross watcher, talk to them. Somebody is not even really interested in a matter, but you inserting yourself in it because you want to critique how the person who actually is interested in it is doing it. And see, that's the thing about humility. Is it really? Or are you the help so that you can get information? Quick movement, big money. Let's see, quick movement, big money, quickly, fastly attracting something, being in the right place at the right time. Ooh, with your foot in the door, getting in on the ground floor. You know exactly how to move. You know exactly how to move to accomplish what it is that you set out to accomplish. You know exactly what to do. It's some big movement here. Big attraction, big money, 10 of Pentacles, like, it's there. Your foot is in the door. You're being guided. 6 of Swords is moving away from something. 10 of Wands, putting something on your back, overworking. Moving away from overworking. It's a better way to do it. It's a better way to do it. It's a better way to do it. It's not the way you usually would do it, though. Somebody knows better than you. Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. That's where we at with it. Basically what I was saying. You in the presence of somebody who really know what the fuck they doing. And, oh, Virgo. Leave it to Virgo to be in the space talking like they know more than the person who been doing it longer than they have. It ain't even about the length of time that you've been doing it. You'll talk to a person with big expertise as if you know more than they do. If it's role reversal, then let it be that. If somebody is doing this to Virgo, meaning Virgo has the expertise in something, of course the Virgo is going to claim that that's what it is. So cross watcher, come let me know what's going on. There's somebody here who is extremely skilled and extremely powerful in terms of what they can attract and how they move things and how they get into position and how they get their foot in the door. Then there's somebody who you really going against it. You know how you can say something, you know how, okay, I'm going to use this example. Sometimes you be on social media and you have certain people who, they'll interact with you, you know, any day, whatever. Y'all just kind of cut up on social media together. Y'all be cool. You have your little friendships, your little long distance friendships, people you never even met before. Y'all just be kicking it, cooling it. It's cool. It's fun. And then you have some people who only show up when it's time to argue. That's the energy that I'm getting. That's the energy that I'm getting. Bringing an argument into a situation where you're not even in authority. So what are you talking about? What are you talking for? Like, would it kill you to just be quiet and let somebody else be better at something? If you're so humble, and if you are here to just support and to help and to, you know, make sure that the daily grind is completed and things get done the way they need to get done. So why is it a problem when somebody is better at something than you? Real questions. The other signs want to know. Because I feel a little residual Leo energy here. Feel a little residual Leo energy, how basically I was talking about delusions with them. I know Leo and Virgo are close, so if you have Leo placements, go watch that reading. But talking about delusions and, you know what I'm saying? How you can have something going on in your mind that's not really going on in real life. I feel like things can go fast. Things are expansive. There's an opportunity to just really move in a way that you've never moved before. So why are you separating yourself from that? Like, trying to make yourself look bigger. And here's another thing, too, because you have the Tower card, and the Tower card is represented by Uranus. Uranus is the higher echelon of Mercury. I know Mercury people like Gemini and Virgo, they tend to think that they're the most clever and the quickest, and they think that they can be calculating and, you know, kind of basically undermine people or talk over people's head. But when you have Uranus in the mix, not so, because you're not getting nothing over Uranus person. So if you dealing with an 11th house person, you're dealing with an Aquarius person in any capacity, rising, their, like I said, 11th house placements or just Aquarius planets, you need to let them be great. Let them be great and stop trying to oppose everything that they do. Because you opposing everything that they do is, you'll play it off as if, well, I know a better way to do it, or If you did it this way, it'll be better, or I have this experience, so I need to help them out so it'll make them better. But sometimes you need to understand that you are just not it. You just there to be the help. Sometimes you just there to sort them papers. Sometimes you just there to file them files. Sometimes you just there to sweep the barbershop floor. And the humility that is associated with Virgo that I don't personally see. I don't personally see the humility in Virgo, baby. You come right there next to Leo. You got the same self-esteem, ego, energy as them. You just know how to hide it a little better because you're in between Leo and Libra. Libra is good at lying. So you know how to hide it a little better. So taking that role as, you know, like the helper or the virgin, which we know ain't real. That's how you should know it be bullshit. Look, Virgo be free. But yeah, I feel like you're going to get somebody. You're going to get somebody who is more called, more qualified, and it's an ego thing. But if you could just get out of that ego, get over yourself, and choose to go down a road that you've never been down, did you know that sometimes people can come and show you a better way? Did you know, Virgo, that you are not the only person who knows hacks? Did you know that you are not the only person who knows trivia facts? Especially when you in the room with an Aquarius. 9 times out of 10, they're smarter than you. It is what it is. You could study every day like a student that is just the perfect student, because going through the motions correctly is a Virgo's domain. But 11th house Uranus energy is somebody who's up high looking down at the whole situation, so they see the whole game board. You going through the daily motions, but you only have a perspective from where you are grounded as an earth sign. Then you have air energy here that has a larger, wider, all-encompassing perspective. And you know how crazy it looks for a turtle to tell a giraffe how to do something? That's what we got going on here. A turtle you ain't got no business talking to a giraffe unless you just, being a good, hey, how you doing today, giraffe? How's your day up there? How are things? Now, if you just, picking their brain, exploring their perspective, and you genuinely care, good. But that's not the energy that I see here. And a lot of times, that's not the energy that I get from Virgos. A lot of time it's, well, this is my way, and this way works for me, and I've done this way so many times, and I know it's tried and true, so it must be the best way to do it. But it's the best way for you, not for the other person. So you need to get over yourself. Cross-watchers, testify. Get over yourself, put your shit together. Do good shit for humanity. Ooh, and then underneath it says you equals tight ass. This is all... I don't even be trying to do too much with Virgos because I'm not the one for back and forth. I don't want to hear no dialogue. I don't want no discussion, especially with the sun signs. Because if you don't even know your birth chart, why are you talking to me? So I don't really do the back and forth. Well, it be because if you tell a Virgo about themselves, a lot of times they go to explaining why, and I don't like to hear people don't explain nothing to me because it is what it is, and that's the thing about it. An explanation is not going to stop what is right there in front of me, or what is right there in front of you. So you have to come up off it. You're going to have to come up off it. That know-it-all energy is not doing nothing for you. It's not helping you get there. Matter of fact, you'll get so close to something and then it'll all crumble. And I feel like this is a repeating pattern that needs to be pointed out to Virgos, Virgo dominant energy, whatever placement. I be going in on the people who only know their sun signs just because I'm trying to get them to go get their fucking birth chart. But any Virgo placements, cross-watchers will more than likely be happy to tell you. They'll be happy to tap in this energy and clarify it for you if you don't understand. You could be right there. Things going good. You getting your foot in the door. You find these beautiful, wonderful opportunities because of your daily diligence. Because you are persistent in doing the things that need to be done as far as daily routines and stuff. That's Virgo energy. But it's the haughtiness. It's the fact that a maid cleans so many houses that you know how to clean perfectly. You don't know how to clean no fucking spaceship. You know how to clean houses. So if somebody from NASA comes telling you, well, we don't use that chemical, we use this chemical over here, and you who've only had experiences cleaning fucking houses gonna tell this motherfucking NASA person, this NASA hygienic technician, you gonna tell them how to clean some shit you've never cleaned before with chemicals that are specially made for outer space, and you come in there with some motherfucking fabuloso, well, this works for me. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to build out of just a random scenario. Sometimes you got to humble yourself, and I mean really humble yourself, because I don't really know no humble Virgos. I don't really know none. They may act like it, but I don't know no real humble Virgos, because I read energy. So even if you quiet, I see your energy. And thinking that your way is the best way, ain't no humility in that, because you fail to acknowledge other people's perspective. You put your own perspective as number one, as if you are even in a position to have a number one perspective. You on ground level, you're an earth sign. You don't have no fucking top perspective, Virgo. And that's just what it is. There are air signs who see things from a much higher place, a much higher, more wider, expansive place. You have your narrow lane that you stay in, and you do a damn good job in that narrow lane, but the minute you go to try to tell other people how to operate in their lane, you out of alignment, and that's when shit go to falling for you. So if you find yourself in that situation, Virgo, mid-month to the end of May, where you overstepping boundaries, really, overdoing it, just to feel like you the best, you're the smartest, you know the best way to do something. Child, I had a Virgo tell me something contrary to what the GPS was telling me. I looked at her, I said, you know better than the computer? You know better than the technology? Just because you lived in this place all your life, you don't know better than this GPS, because this GPS got a motherfucking satellite out there, and they can see traffic. If it's a car wreck up there, that can set you back 5 minutes on this route. You don't know that. You just know how to get from point A to point B because you've driven that way so many times. This GPS knows that there's a car accident up the road that you can't see yet. So no, your little way that you normally take is not going to get us there faster. You don't know more than the GPS. And that's the type of shit that I be dealing with Virgos, and that's why I don't really deal with them. Cross watchers, tap in. Everybody else, I don't really care. Bye.